Good morning, everyone. My name is Anurag Misra, and I'm excited to present a project that explores the ethical, social, and economic impact of advertising during the IPL, I mean Indian Premier League, one of the most watched sporting events globally, and it has a huge fan base. Through data driven analysis using SQL, Power BI, and demographic insights, and many other tools, I examined not just how much revenue these ads generate, but who they impact and how they impact, particularly focusing on high risk categories like pan masala and fantasy gambling, I mean the betting apps. This project combines technical skills and public interest analysis, aiming to guide ethical ad policies for the IPL and beyond it. So, after completing my first phase, I think I have completed 3 to 4 slides of my presentation already. Jokes apart, let's see how the project goes and what I have created. Let's dive into it. So I already told you my name Anurag Misra. I am an aspiring data analyst focused on transforming IPL advertising data into insights that balance business values and social impact. In my latest project, I mean this project, I built a Power BI dashboard using SQL and Excel and highlight revenue trends, health risks, and ethical ad practices, showcasing my ability to drive both data driving and responsible decision making. This is the whole paragraph written in this slide. I just reading it and I write it with very hard work. And then my next slide is problem statement. So as you all know that we are working on IPL ads analysis. So IPL advertising landscape currently suffers from weak regulation, very weak regulation. I mean there are so many betting apps, so many celebrities who are doing these ads and contributing so much to the rising public health and social concerns. So this project aims to highlight the risk and recommended data-driven solutions by me. So ready to move on the next slide, which is goals to achieve. So the goal is to analyze IPL ads and with using of Power BI and SQL to uncover the impact of high risk brands and how these things affect to the middle class and lower class pupils so much. And the project combines business intelligence and social responsibility to improve future IPL ad strategies also, and how it is globally impacted to the audience. So all this we have to talk about in this project, and believe me, it's going to really interesting. Let's now move on to the data and SQL foundations. So the data sources is provided by the Code Basics team, which is fact IPL advertisers, fact revenue demography, fact summary demography, and fact IPL central context. And as you all know, this is a Code Basics resume project. So they helped me a lot to learn in this project. And the tools I have used is PostgreSQL, which is for SQL querying and logic, I mean pgAdmin 4, and Excel for some the basic EDA and cleaning things. I used SQL, and then Power BI visualization and dashboard building, which explains a lot about this project. And the next slide is the schema. As you can see, the all the columns I have in my project, I mean in dataset, and I am going to provided you the dataset in the description, and also you can be able to find it in my GitHub. I am going to provide the link also. Just go there and explore my repository, and then download the dataset and explore as much as you want. Move on to the next slide, which is SQL logic and transformation. So currently now this slide is not fully understandable. So for better understanding and what SQL logic and theories I have implemented to the SQL, I am going to show you my pgAdmin 4. So there you can understand it easily that what logic I have built in, what theory and assumption I made in this project. So let's go to the pgAdmin 4. Before going to the pgAdmin 4, I just wanted to show you the PDF the Code Basics provided me, which is tells about primary and secondary analysis. So primary analysis, they have questions like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, and for secondary analysis, this will require additional research. I will tell you about it later. These have something like 3 to 5 problems. So basically, I solved all of these in SQL, and the assumptions I made, I'm going to show you for better experience in pgAdmin 4. So if you are familiar with the PG-admin 4, so first we have to create the tables for inserting the data from the dataset. So this is the code of that, and these 4 files that I have from the dataset. So first question, total IPL central revenue and its percentage contribution. So let's see what it is. So amount in crores and percentage shares, these are all of it in here. And then health risk, social risk index for top advertising brands. And one more thing, as a risk index, I have used one more column which is called about score, and it is like 5 when there are highly impacted to the audience, means pan masala and betting apps. So it's 5, and if celebrity endorsement is a little bit smaller, then it's like 4, and then 3, 2, 1, and many more. So the second question's answer is here. So I am talking about this risk score. This is a column 5, 5, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1. So this is like pokerbaji and fantasy gaming and betting. It's like 5, my circle 5, and Kamla Pasand it's 4, and then the Parle biscuits is 2, Amazon Prime is 1. So this is the risk score I am talking about, and currently I am going to multiply it by 20. So the risk index is like to the close to the 100. So it's make a lot more sense. Then third, projected CAGR until 2030, top 5 high risk companies. So for top 5 high risk companies, I implemented this logic. So this should get us the top 5 companies. So sports technology means Team 11, My 11 Circle, Kamla Pasand, Rashri, and Pokerbaji. These are highly risk brands. And then CAGR for top 5 companies, I have implemented this logic, and I have written all the companies name which are top 5 companies. So this is the answer. Dream 11, Pokerbaji, My 11, Bimal, and Kamla Pasand, and Rashri. So CAGR in percentage. For this, I have estimated some of values, and so for that I am going to tell you about in the last of our presentation. I mean, it's in the last part, that what assumptions I made, and what additional research I have found, and where I have found it. So for now I have used formula to get a CAGR in percentage and CAGR. So these are the CAGR and its percentage. Now the fourth question, estimate total population being negatively impacted. This is a most important question. So for logic, you think who's most likely to be harmed by risky ads? Usually it's always lower class and lower middle, more financially, and people in rural and or unorganized sectors, I mean like in towns and villages, so less access to the education and regulations. So these are the highly impacted audience. So for this I have included this logic. So these total users is like 30 million or 3 million, something like that. And then not everyone exposed is harmed, because there are some kind of people they are very chill and educated, so they are not exactly as much as harmed as these uneducated people. So we assume a small percentage of negatively impacted, let's say 15%. This is very small criteria. So negatively affected, sorry for the inconvenience, I think this is 300 million. I misread that, and when we multiplied it, then we get 45 million pupils who are getting negatively impacted by these ads. So it's like 4.5 crore Indians are potentially being negatively impacted by these ads. You know how big the number is, but this is data driven estimate. I assumed it, so not exact but very real in how policy, media, and analysis teams report impacted. Then top 5 celebrities for high risk brands. So for this we have multiple columns, and this is my logic. So Salman Khan, Mohammad Siraj, others, and Amir Khan, Varun Dhawan, many of these, you have seen them a lot in IPL ads. So this is the next question, public health implication, and you also read about these questions in the problem statement, which I am going to provide in the description, and GitHub file. I already told you about it, so don't worry about it. And the theory I have written in it, so you can simply just understand what I am telling you, and it just make a more sense instead of telling you roughly or showing it in you a presentation or PPT. So I think by me, in my opinion, this is a lot far more better idea, showing you it in the BZ Admin 4 with the written theory. So Explorer estimate, based on actual data, we have 300 million people fall into income and region groups most exposed to pan masala ads. And high risk brands like Abimal, Kamla Pasand and Asri all scored 4 to 5 on our risk index, the column I have made. And estimated population harmed, assuming 10% of exposed consumers is like 30 million people, which is estimated. And estimated cost to the public health system, this is our main question. I mean, this is the main thing we have to see about, we have to find it. So average treatment cost, oral cancer related illness, 50,000, and 30 million, if we multiply it by 50,000 rupees, then it is like 1.5, it's 1.5 lakh crores rupees. How much big is this number? I can't imagine. So this suggests pan masala advertising in IPL could be led to potential public health burden exceeding 1.5 lakh rupees crore in long run. I mean, in long term. Then second is psychological and social impact, which don't people usually talk about, but this is also more concerning than everything else. Fantasy sports and betting is the main area of it. Target demographic, male, I think usually like 18 to 40 years, and urban tier 2 or 3 cities per revenue demographic data. This is the column we have. I mean, this is the data we have. And the brands involved with it, that is like Dream 11, My 11, Sarkar, Pokerbazi, all scored 5 on the risk index, which is highest index number in our column. So estimated user at risk, 50 million exposed users based on external studies, 10 to 15% may suffer. This is a minimum number I take, but financial distress and education behavior, the legal mental health consequences, we have something like 5 to 7 million users may already be experiencing negatively effects due to unchecked fantasy betting ad exposures. It impacted a lot to the audience who are using the fantasy and gambling app and consuming the products like pan masala and bidi gutka etc. So third, this is the most important question I think in our project, which is IPL advertising policies versus the global sporting events. Like FIFA or Olympics, which are based on the global area. And I am not going to explain you this whole thing here, because I have made a particular PPT slide in my presentation. So I am going to tell you about that. So let's now just skip this thing, and then the next question is employment on the IPL. How much employment is it giving by these ads and many things. So categories, typical seasonal employment per brand, and we assume that pan masala, I think 500 to 1000, rural distributors and promo staff it included. And in fantasy app, I think there is like 30 to 500, 300 to 500, which included tech, marketing and call centers etc. And for OTT and many other things, 100 to 200, packaging, retail and camping, they do not have that kind of staff in there. So according to this theory, assumption, let's run it and let's see how it is. So fantasy and betting is providing like 1200, and pan masala is providing like 2400, OTT 120, biscuits and snacks 300, and beverages is like 150. So it's the employment I assumed that IPL ads are giving. Then government GST rate for advertising in our constitution. I mean the government taking 80% GST on advertising, and betting and fantasy app may also face like 28% GST, assuming 80% GST across the board. I mean for all of it. So according to 80%, we have like 10,370, and estimated tax collected 1,867.14. So moving to the next slide. So now you will be able to understand this particular slide. The estimated affected population, 50% of relevant segment, identified high risk brands where risk score is greater than 4 or equal to 4, and then CAGR formula which I implemented is slide future upon present की power 1 upon n minus 1, and estimated per person health cost. I don't tell you about this in SQL. So it is like 3,333 per person health cost based on the 1.5 lakh crore impact over 45 million people. Now the next slide, the dashboard. Damn, the dashboard, it's look amazing. So for the dashboard I am going to show you live to the Power BI desktop, so you will be able to understand this more closely and also more carefully. So this is my dashboard, IPL advertising impact 2025. It is really beautiful. I mean it's really simple, but in my opinion, I am that kind of guy, simple living and high thinking. So I basically think, honestly I think that the more simple the dashboard is, the more you will be able and more easier to understand the local audience. I mean the general audience which don't know about a lot about the dashboards. So I think it's really easiest to understand from these simple dashboards in my opinion. So here the total central revenue is and estimated affected people, which is 51 million. Advertising ethics index AEI 17.5. I am going to explain it in detail in my presentation slide. I also built that. And 3,333 per person health cost, I have already told you about it. Then ad revenue by brands categorized by risks. This is most important. Dream11 is the highest risky brand. Then Bimal Pan Masala, then My Lemon Circle, Amazon Prime, Kamla Pasand, and Rasi, Pokerbaji, Parle Biscuit, and Britannia 50/50. I mean, its snacks are they contain certain amount of sugar. So this affects also to the general audience. Then top risk brands and these promoters. So My Lemon Circle fantasy gaming, and promoters are, I mean the brand ambassadors are Saurav Ganguly, Suman Gill, Mohammad Siraj, Rituraj, Gaikwad, Rinku, Yashasvi Jaiswal, and same goes for the Dream11, Rohit Sharma, Amir Khan, Ranbir Kapoor, Varun Dhawan, Hardik Pandya, others. I mean these are the most influenced cricketers which are role models of many youth generations. I think it's quite disappointing. And then Pokerbaji, Shahid Kapoor, and many more. You will be able to check this. I'm going to provide you the link of Power BI dashboard also in the description. Then average risk score by category. Fantasy is 5.0. Pan Masala and Mouth Freshener is like 4.33. Biscuits and snacks 2.0. And then FMCG यानी कि beverage 2.00. OTT is 1.00. It's minimal, OTT does not affect a lot in the comparison of these fantasy and betting apps. Ad revenue share by category. So these are fantasy, Pan Masala, and biscuits, snacks, and OTT. So you can also check this. So this is my simple dashboard. I think you will love it, and please tell about in comment and description where you want that how much as you liked it, and any suggestions, feel free to comment and tell me about that. Now moving to the next slide, which is public health, social and global impact. So remember I skipped this thing, I mean the global impact versus IPL, I mean global events. So I skipped that in our SQL. So this is a particular and special slide for it that I have been made, and I have been telling you about it. So IPL and global events. So Pan Masala ads in IPL it's allowed, and betting and fantasy is also allowed, but in FIFA, I mean in global impact, I mean in Olympics, these are not allowed. These are strictly not allowed, which is really the good thing. Then the at-risk users, I mean IPL it's none, and FIFA and Olympics it's required to tell the risk about to the user, that how it is going to affect you if you are going to consume and or use it. Celebrity control, I mean it's unregulated in India in IPL, but it's strictly controlled in FIFA and Olympics. So in this chart you are going to see how it affects on global impact a lot in India in the comparison of global events. And this is the same slide. Pan masala had a lot in India, betting a lot in India, and health warnings. In India we do not give the health warnings, but in FIFA, I mean in Olympics, it's required to give the health warnings to the user and to the consumers. So IPL model fails basic ethical and it's really disappointed on the global impact. Then ready to move on to the next slide, which is policy gaps. I mean in India, this is really easy. Let's see by the example. Bimal Elaichi, ठीक है, they are promoting the Bimal Elaichi by the well-known celebrities, but actually they are promoting the pan masala. So it's really easy in India, but in globally or in world scale, this is not allowed at all on TV or any streaming platforms. So this we should have learned from them. Then Kamla Pasan silver coated elaichi, basically it's gutka. They are promoting the gutka. So lack of monitoring during IPL ad slots. I think we have to strictly made some policies so that we can improve this policy. There are many things. There is this one, celebrity endorsement. No accountability for misleading or harmful promotion. I mean, every superstar and every celebrities are promoting this betting and gutka and elaichi and I mean the pan masala, everything, but there is no policy against that. This is quite disappointing. Ready to the next slide, regularity failure. There is not even single one loophole. There are many loopholes in our ad policies and IPL ads. I mean, let's see that this one, inadequate regulation and fantasy of fantasy sports, state-wise conflict. I mean, banned in some state as like Assam and Andhra, and not banned in many states. You know what kind of state we are living in. Then celebrity endorsements, no accountability, I already told you about, and then no central body monitoring advertising ethics in sports, okay? And then absence of checks on brand categories suitability, and self-regulation failure. BCCI and IPL franchises profit from controversial ads because they are profiting them so much, so they can't think about it. They are basically really worried for the profit and money, only money. This is quite really disappointing that we are watching these IPL and how much the ads are affecting us, and we even don't know. They are worried about only the money. And then there is another slide, advertising ethics index and balance scorecard, which tells you about it in detail. I mean, it's AEI. So let's understand it in deeply because it's most important. So AEI introduction, to access how ethical IPL advertising really is, I created a custom metric called Advertising Ethics Index AEI. It quantifies how responsible or risky brands are, and on the scale of 0 to 100. And then IPL 2025 ads, the AEI came out of just 17.5, and that's quite low. This is due to the presence of high-risk brands like gutka and pan masala and betting app, plus the lack of proper health disclaimers or regularity informants. As the quote say, rules exist but are rarely enforced against powerful advertisers. That's the real issue in India and in IPL. Then balance scorecard. On the economic side, IPL ads generate over 10,000 crores in revenue, create seasonal employment, and provide massive reach for brands. Social impact, but socially the picture is really worse. This is widespread exposure to high-risk categories, unregulated job environments, and even public health burden estimated at like 1.5 rupees lakh crore in long term. Even the overall ethics complements is failing. So in final comment, I want to say, while IPL advertising works economically, its ethical and health trade ops are served, which is why reform is urgently needed in IPL and in India. For all of this trouble and all of this, IPL adds responsible advertising policy proposed for IPL. So objective promote ethical advertising while preserving economic value of IPL. Core guidelines: when surrogates ads for pan masala tobacco during match, and then mandatory health warnings for risky product categories like pan masala, bidi gutka and everything. Approvals required for celebrity brand endorsement. I think it's really a responsibility of the celebrity that which betting apps and which the dangerous consuming things they are promoting, they have to take the responsibility. And in independent ethics committee under BCCI, we have to make an advertising vetting system before matches. We have to check every ad and annual audits and compliments penalties. We have to take also penalties from the fantasy and gaming apps like them. The expected outcome: what is the expected outcome? Improved public trust in IPL. So they bought a lot of IPL with more trust and reduce exposure of the youth to harmful brands, because basically these are really affecting a lot in many more numbers to the youth audience of India who are watching the IPL. And alignment with global ads in standard. I should really think that we should cooperate with FIFA and Olympics ad policies. These are really good according in comparison to the IPL policies. Then there is a next slide which is affected regulation. Let's look at what strong regulations can look like. India already has acts like cigarettes and other tobacco products which restrict tobacco advertising. We also have the Central Consumer Protection Authority (CCPA) that regulates misleading ads. And enforcement is where it falls apart. Even when laws exist, they are not consistently applied, and especially during big events like IPL, add to the lobbying by powerful brands and the difficulty of balancing public safety with commercial profits. And we see why risky ads still make it though. Opportunities, still there are clear opportunities for improvement. We can learn from a successful global models and their their policies, strengthen our legal framework and promotes responsible advertising policies which would benefit both consumer and integrity of the IPL, which makes a lot of trust and watchers in the IPL. And in final, I just want to say that this slide's purpose, this slides highlight that while regulation isn't missing, but what's missing is the will and consistency to enforce it effectively, and that's where reform must begin. And with that sentence, we are ready to move on to the next slide, which is players endorsement ethics. So I basically categorized it in three stages. Problem statement: IPL players are endorsing harmful product categories like pan masala and fantasy apps. Lack of guidance to ethics, brand impacts before signing the deals. They are really responsible a lot for promoting these apps like betting and pan masala. No accountability for public health and social influence of these endorsements. The every second player is promoting app like these. Why it matters? Because athletes are aspirational role models. I am really a big fan of IPL, and there are so many players I admire them a lot, especially for youth. Misleading endorsement normalize risky behaviors like gambling, tobacco. It's like a really normal thing in the IPL. Damages long-term reputation of both players and IPLs. Proposed framework, I am proposing these three things: ethics review before signing brand partnership with every product or apps, public disclosure of endorsement categories, and voluntary responsible athlete plays promoted by BCCI. This is really important that BCCI should make these some kind of policies. Then we are ready to move on to the next slide, which I made, which is future proofing IPL advertising. And I also categorize it in three parts. Vision: IPL as a leader in ethical sports advertising globally, balanced monetization with public trust and responsibility, aligned with international standards like FIFA and Olympics. So that what we should do. And key strategic moves: create an independent advertising ethics council under BCCI. I mean by BCCI, and categorize brand by health and social risk tier before approval. Just like I made the column risk score. So they should make things like which are really harmful and affects a lot of audience. They should categorize it and promote health positive youth focused brand in prime slots. I mean IPL watches a lot by youth and many more Gen Z generations, so they should be highly promote health positive things and youth focused brand. And then long term impact. What is the long term impact things? Reduce youth exposure to addictive and harmful ads. We should really stop that and improve India's global image in ethical sports governments and on the globally impact. Then encourage responsible partnership between players, brand and fans. I mean the audience. There is next slide, which is the next part of my recommendation. I mean you can see clearly by its name, recommendations and next steps. I mean this is the likes. This is the last slide, I think. So we should really talk about the recommendation and the analysis I have done through a lot yet in this project. So this is highly important slide for me and for all of you. So we need to regulate ads from high risk brands like Pan Masala and betting apps, especially in the regions and income groups most vulnerable to their influence. Then second, promote ethical branding. Brands with low risk score should be encouraged and prioritize this insensitive companies to adopt safer and more responsible advertising techniques. Then third, use demographic targeting. I mean smart demographic targeting can help minimize the health impact of harmful ads. For example, like reducing exposure to younger or lower income audiences. Then fourth, sticker ad guidelines. IPL needs sticker advertising guidelines based on the analysis, ensuring only responsible brand get airtime during national events. And then the fifth one, expand beyond IPL. I mean this methodology can be applied to other sports events too, to evaluate advertising social and economic trade of more broadly. You know, like kabaddi and kho and hockey. I mean there are a lot of sports in India and they are broadcasting a lot of some kind of fantasy and betting apps a lot. Then final action for the stakeholder engagement. I want to say the next step is to share these findings with policymakers and stakeholders to spark a broader conversational on ethical advertising reforms. So this is the last slide I wanted to show you. So these are the final recommendations and things I have to told you about. And I think if IPL stakeholders or the persons who are running the IPL and ads things, I think they should really improve the ad policies. And if they are watching my presentation, then they should really make these policies better. So this is the analysis I kind of made of. And in last, before going to the thank you slide, I have some conclusion and learnings I do across the project. I mean the project summary. I have analyzed IPL 2025 advertising for both revenue and ethical impact. Use SQL, PostgreSQL and Power BI to derive insight from 4 data sets. Build a KPI driving dashboard in Power BI desktop. Then key takeaways. What are the key takeaways? High revenue ads often have serious health and social risk. 51 million plus potentially impacted. 1.5 lakh crore public burden from Pan Masala fantasy gaming ads. Exploit legal grey zones. And personal learning. My personal learnings are strengthened SQL and data storytelling skills. Learned how to build end-to-end social impact dashboard and project, and understand how data can drive ethical decisions in business. So this project teaches me a lot, and this is a small brief of my full presentation. And I have one more thing to show you. You know, I have been telling you about the data and the references and the additional research I have done. So I have made a slide which is really like the one the code basics gave me. So this is IPL 2025 advertising impact one second. Project reference link, I mean what the blogs and data and additional research I have done. So I made a PDF, a special PDF for it. So for all of these, you can just simply click on the link and go and see that what data I have acquired from these, because I have made so many assumptions and also fill all of the null values I want to show. So this is a PDF which helps you a lot, and for beginner friendly students also. So I'm going to provide it you in also in the description and the GitHub repository, so you can check that from there. And this is the final slide, I mean the thank you slide you all are waiting of. And if you see the full presentation of mine, so you deserve a trophy like IPL trophy like this, until you are a RCB fan. So thanks a lot to the Code Basics team, I mean the Code Basics Resume project challenge. So I can challenge myself and build a project like this, I mean this advanced type project. So I really wanted to thank the Code Basics full team and the Code Basics, so give me the opportunity, and I learned a lot in this project. And this is my full presentation. So how would you like it? I mean there are so many suggestions from you, so let's hear it in the comments. So I want to see that where I am lacking it, and I want to improve these things. And still learning. I think I will be able to become a data analyst one day for sure. So thanks a lot for watching this whole presentation. Thanks a lot. Listen, bye, goodbye.